Good afternoon. Today I'm going to plant some things in the red Zen garden, whatever we're calling it these days. I wanted to show you what plants I do have here, and then I'm going to put a few evergreens in this area. And I do like the look of heavenly bamboo, but I have a solution that looks similar maybe and is edible, so I'm going to give that a whirl in this area. Hopefully I have enough sun. And I just need to clean up a little bit more of that crabgrass. It's still, I can see sprouts of it sticking up. And so I'm gonna have to get my claw tool in there and dig down a little deeper. So a little bit more work in the red Zen garden here. And just gonna get to it. So for plants that are currently here, I have an albutilon here that's a red, has a fire kind of a look flower. Some red geraniums, the lime irrigation, which is this, it's also called bloodleaf lime irrigation. I have some red begonias. I have some cousin it plants. I have a columbine that's not doing very much. Maybe it is not getting enough sun. More geraniums. I have a salvia sage back there. And then I came into this area fairly recently and planted zinnia seeds, this asparagus fern, and this fuchsia here. It's hard to see because it's got dark leaves, but it's super pretty. And then I have some red dahlias. Don't know the name of this one, but this one is HS Flame. So that's a really interesting one. It does look like a flame. And then these fun flowers are a balsam impatient, they're called. I planted those from seed this year, and these are the seed pods. So I'm going to encourage them to make more in this area because it was neat having them. And I have a couple of other dahlias that haven't come up yet. More of the zinnias. This was supposed to be a rush that had a corkscrew. You can still see one or two. There's a few corkscrew leaves in there, but the majority of it seems to have reverted to just a straight rush. I have a Japanese maple in here, can't remember. I also have a rose in here. This is a climbing rose that has really pretty flowers. It's definitely, something's eating it. Gonna have to figure that out. Back here, I have a mahogany splendor hibiscus that I planted from seed. More red. This is actually two different colors. This is more kind of an orangey red and smaller, a single. And then this other one has a double flower and is a brighter red, more of a blue red, and this is more of an orange red. And then back here there's a peach tree. That's the back side of my office garden. It's a donut peach tree there, whoops. And then this big guy here is a lobelia. It's a red lobelia. I have some heuchera in here. It's just the Ruby Bells heuchera. And you can see here, I need to get in here and get more of this weed grass out. It's a nightmare. I can see it coming up right through here. So I have to get my claw out and work on that a little bit. And I need to troubleshoot the water in this whole area as well. I do have some peppermint pelargonium in here. This had completely taken over this lobelia in the spring when I came out here, so I cut it way back. I also have a orangish albutilon back in there with the, I have another one right here. Variegated speckled yellow leaves. So this, I have one back in there, but it's not doing as well. I think something's going on with the water in this area. Ooh, there's a hummingbird. This is the hummingbird tree, so they appreciate the stuff I plant here. Don't know if you can see the hummingbird. It's in the shade. Try to get the camera in the shade too. Where'd it go? Gosh, they're fast. Oh, there they are. Oops. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work here. These are the plants. This right here is a manzanita. I don't remember what kind, but I had it in the front, the pot in front of the garage. That's why it has a weird rectangular mat of roots. And the one that matched it died, so I'll be putting something else there. So I'm not sure exactly how big that's going to get, but I like the architectural nature of manzanita. It does lend itself to a Zen type Asian style garden. I also have this dwarf mugo pine. So this will get 3 to 5 feet tall and 6 to 8 feet wide. So it's going to be a low spreading kind of a ground cover. Also got a Cypressus arizonica, blue ice. So it's a blue Arizona cypress. It will get up to 20 feet tall and about, I think it said 10 feet wide. So it'll get 5 feet on either side. So this I want to use as a backdrop to this area because of its icy blue-green. I've been wanting this color in here. Then I have a flat of mixed things. I have a vintage brown stock that I started from seed. I have a purple bell vine that doesn't look like much. Hopefully it'll go. I only have 2 of those. This one is a light salmon snapdragon. I have a Madame Butterfly snapdragon. And then the banana passion fruit. So I'm going to put some of this on the same fence that we have all the other passion fruit on. I really need to cut that one back over there. But see if it'll work here. And then for a plant that looks kind of like a, what is that called? The happy bamboo. What is that called? Anyway, I was at the nursery and I was looking, heavenly bamboo? I was looking at the heavenly bamboo and I thought, okay, it's nice, but it doesn't really do much. And these have the same kind of leaf structure and color, similar anyway, and yet it'll give us some fruit, some food. So, which ones are these? I got blueberry emerald vaccinium. Did I get 2 of the same? I did. So, I just thought that would be fun to kind of pop some food in the area. And I like the white flowers on it. It kind of reminds me of a Japanese Paris, P-E-I-R-S, P-E-I-I. And also the heavenly bamboo. So kind of thought that would be cool to have that in there in lieu of the other. So I'm going to get to work trying to clear out a little bit more of that grass and then get to planting these. So this side of the garden is in full sun pretty much all the time. And then right about here, this bottle brush tree shades this area in the afternoon. So that area is part shade. This right here is full shade all the time. Over here we have part sun. I think I'm going to put some of the snapdragons and stock down in that area. And then it continues along right about here, and then it's more full sun until it hits the end of this garden area. Still trying to clean up from the other day when I pulled all this grass out of here. So much. So I'm gonna start by trying to work on this grass a little more. It's right in there. All right, I'm hunting for the irrigation line. This side really doesn't seem to be watering. I'm afraid it might be on the same spigot as the blue garden that I just way overtaxed recently, and maybe that's why it's not watering. Because I thought it was on the same one that does this run down this side, and it is not. So I have to trace it. Through the little tunnel here. Now, I know I just had to move water. Okay, well here's a line. There's a water line. Where does it go? It just loops around. Where does it come from? I really don't think I had it go this way. Don't see a water line here. I see a little, oh no, that's not a water line, that's the internet. I know this one comes down here and ends. Gosh, what a mess. So, I think there's a line in here somewhere. This is a project for another day. This side is watering. Where is it getting its water? This whole run seems to be abandoned and dry. Okay, so here's that run. Okay, see those. See it go that way. But then it curves around the tree. Huh. Well, that's a fine how do you do. But it was working. So I think what I'm going to do is cut it right here, cap that one because I have no idea where it goes, and attach this one to this one that I know runs from a timer on that side. So I'm going to do that. So I knew I had a line right here that worked. This one's the hose. That doesn't count. So I had no idea where that one goes and why it's not working. I'll have to check the timer that's connected to. But this now will go to that red garden. So I'm going to go turn that on and test it. Oh wow, look at that. That is beautiful. Okay, now we are getting irrigation in this area. So I don't know what was happening there. There was a kink in the line or something. But now we will get water, so that's good. Yay. Whew. Now I can plant this area. This is the banana passion fruit vine. I think I have 3 or 4 of them. I'm gonna kind of go over that side and pop them in on there over there, and maybe one right here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put the blueberry close here so it's easy to eat. And that's full sun right there. Manzanita behind. You can't see the blue, Arizona blue. It's right there. And Mr. Magoo right here. And then I'm gonna come in on this side just with more of the flowers. So get my shovel and get to work. Just gonna put a mix of the Snapdragon Madam Butterfly, the vintage brown stock, and light salmon Snapdragon in throughout everywhere else in this area. Well, done. I got the little blue, it's not a spruce, I want to call it a spruce, but the little blue guy there. I got the Magoo in the middle here. That's going to spread out over this area. Blueberries are in, and all the Snapdragons and the stock, I put in little drifts of 3 throughout this area and along the other side over there. So it'll fill in these empty spots that we have right now. And I really wish I could remember the name of that blue. It's not an arborvitae. It's not a spruce. Cypress. It's a blue cypress. Blue ice. So that'll be nice to have a tall blue element right there. The manzanitas in there, a couple of the blueberries here, close enough to the path to eat, not having to go fighting through all this. And I fixed the irrigation, so now everything's getting watered and we'll be much happier in this area. I have to troubleshoot the other side of the irrigation. I don't know what's up there, but I am very excited that this area will be filling in and coming along. Well, that's good. I fixed the water in this area, and that's really important. That was a problem. Things weren't getting watered, and I'm a little worried about the other side over here, but one day at a time here with the garden. And I got a bunch of Snapdragons that I started from seed and stock that I started from seed planted. got those evergreens in the ground. So I am very happy with the project today. Done and done. I'm going to go rest, and I will catch up with you next time. Bye-bye.